This is North Dakota Today.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on North Dakota Today. I'm Anna Johnson.
And I am Phoenix O'Connor.
And we're excited to be here.
I know.
Even though the weather's terrible.
I was going to say, what a day to stay home. I am so jealous of all you folks down there. I bet you're in your sweats and sweaters.
It's not
and,
fair.
Yeah.
They don't let us wear that.
No,
here.
they don't. But there's a part of me inside my heart that is really feeling that sweater vibe right now.
Yeah, I mean, you should have seen me when I came in because obviously, you know, we wear these.
Oh, of course.
But on the way in the door, I had like huge winter coat, like Aeropostale big sweatpants.
Well, same here. I mean, I do dress this, but I definitely 20 minutes before the show, that's like when I change. But it's crazy if we came in there thinking dressed like this. You know, that's definitely frostbite.
This is not safe for winter weather. So don't do this outdoors.
Yeah, no. Of course
it's like negative 30 or something. It's
Is it
crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I bet all those oil field workers out there are so excited because if they stop working at, I think, negative 25, right? Then they don't have to go outside and work.
Oh, I guess get a little bit of a break. Everybody got a break today. I mean, the essential clinics have a delayed opening, so be very careful.
Yeah,
obviously.
We have all those closings. A lot of the schools, like Fargo, West Fargo, they have no school today. So a lot of, sure, your folks, your kids are all there at home for you again, and no remote learning. I don't know. How did remote learning go for you?
Well, in our case, it's like they send us a packet, we print it out, and then the kids do it. That being said, I'm not home, so it's my husband doing it.
Right.
He gets it done, but if I was home, I would just be like, I have no idea. I don't know. Math is hard. Let's watch a movie.
The packets for me were easier to follow. It's just like that trust factor, because you go and, of course, you go peek and say, oh, are you at school today? Are you checked in? But, you know, children are wonderful things. I don't mean to say it like that. But, of course, like if you see them on the computer, you think, oh, okay, you're doing your thing. But so is the tab of YouTube right next to it.
Or a game they're playing. Although I will say, I love now that they've come out with educational games.
Oh, true.
That they have the ones that you can just like, you're playing, it's math, but you're like shooting at asteroids and stuff.
Right, because all we had was Oregon Trail. I think that was the
Everyone died, always.
Oh man, it was a fun game. But yeah, think about the games that we grew up with, and now they have all these high-tech games. But I love it. You're true. When you can incorporate education into those games, obviously that's the best.
And it keeps the kids entertained, but then of course they're learning. You don't feel bad. I mean, obviously we try to limit screen time, but it's hard sometimes, especially days like the last 2 days where it's like we're together 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Mom or dad might need a break.
Well, we
understand. We just want you to know we understand if you need some screen time for the kids.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess we all do it. That's just our day and age. I know people are judgmental about it. You know, for me, it was when you'd go out to a restaurant, it was the crayons and draw on your menu, and now it's iPads. Okay, fine, here's my phone. I mean, we all do it. Obviously, I know we all shouldn't, but, you know, what are you going to do?
That's what happens.
I always look at them, you know, especially when you have a young one, like a real young one, like under 5. You just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, and as we get closings and cancellations, you'll usually see them scrolling on the bottom of the screen. I don't think they're up there right now, but I'm sure they'll come. I'm sure they'll be there.
To me, it seemed like it was literally non-stop yesterday. You know, at first, you know, we came from Montana, and I've lived here in Fargo before, and when I hear snowstorm, I don't get too excited about it, but to me, it just seemed from 3 in the morning, every day, like all throughout the day, no matter what time, you look out the window, and it was just a whiteout. So definitely, I'm so happy most people stayed home, and you know, the schools, thankfully, it's President's Day, they weren't at school, so everyone got to stay safe in that regard.
Yeah, well, and also an issue that I've never had before, even though we have tons of winter storms, we have bad weather here, but like last night I left pretty late. It was dark out, and it was a question of can you dig your car out, which has not happened. And it is kind of a bummer that my car was here so long that it actually developed into a snowbank. Yeah, snowdrift. So, so that was a bit of a challenge.
We need to ask about covered parking, maybe heated garage parking.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, I know these are all hopes and dreams, but you know, we just need to talk about that. That'd be kind of nice.
And you guys know Valley News Live's Bailey Hurley. Yes. Unfortunately, she left right before I did. She had to go out with just like, you know, the ice scraper with the brush. And she was like brushing a snowbank to get it away from her car.
Oh my goodness.
She could go home. I know.
Oh, well, that sounds a little bit more like what you kind of had to go through.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal.
No, definitely
And
not.
at that point, you know, it was late. We were ready to pick up dinner. everything was closed, so that was a little bit of a challenge. But here's some video that Valley News Team's JC Dodd took this morning, just barely out of town.
She was out there all morning long. That wind was really, really hard out there. I think she did a great job, and oh gosh, it was a lot easier watching her in the studio. I have been in her shoes before, and I just got to say it is a lot tougher. It looks pretty easy, but it is a pretty tough job.
Yeah, so obviously props to JC Dodd, because
she is.
And she's from the South too, so unfortunately she just happened to end up where she's just stuck in all the rough weather.
Maybe she can take some breaks, or we need to call our friends from Arkansas and Texas and say, can you bring some of that warm weather?
Please bring the warm weather. I know. Yeah. All right, switching gears a little bit, but still in the South.
Okay.
Mardi Gras.
Yes.
We talked about this. Mardi Gras beads. I don't know why we talked about Mardi Gras beads, but we did.
Yeah.
People usually get Mardi Gras beads. It's a fun thing that you do.
Yeah.
This year.
We're not going to talk about
not that. No.
We're going to stay away from that topic.
Show.
Okay. I just wanted to know where we're going with that. I was like, okay.
Right. But this year, there was a jeweler who made up strings of real pearls to throw at people. Yeah, so he gave it to the king of the parade.
Yeah.
He's a 4th generation master jeweler, Franco Vallobra, and it's for the Hermes parade, which first of all just sounds, I don't know if that's a place or if we're talking about the brand, but I just love it.
Yeah.
I love it anyway. And his gallery's in the French Quarter, so he's donating 100 strands of genuine pearls to the king of Hermes for Friday night parade goers. So some parade goers obviously will just get the standard beads. Some of them will get these, and they retail about $1,500 a string.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Maybe we need to make a trip down.
I think so.
Down to Louisiana.
Justify it for $1,500.
Favorite thing about Mardi Gras, though, is that I would definitely go down there for a string of pearls, but is the king cake.
I've never had that. We should have that.
We should. So they make a cake, to my understanding, and again, I'm not from Louisiana, but I just ate it once. And then if you have the slice, you have to find the baby. And if you find the baby, I guess there's different theories or different things behind it, whether it's good luck or maybe it means you're going to have a baby. I'm not really sure, but they put a plastic baby inside of the cake, and then whoever gets the baby, I don't think it's like good luck or something like that. I remember I ate it once, and there was this big story behind it, but
maybe during Mardi Gras, which I think is maybe next week. Is it next week? This week?
It's coming up. So I have some friends down there, and they're starting to get excited. One thing about down there in Louisiana, I feel like they make an excuse for a parade. They're just like, oh, today's Tuesday.
Parade time.
Time to do a parade. And
Taco Tuesday parade. Let's go.
Taco Tuesday parade. Yeah, they just come up with anything, and they're just doing the parades, which is great. I actually went down there once, and they have, I just love, kind of taking it back in time, and they have like the big dresses from like the early 19th century. So I just think it's great, just to feel going to a party and you can go there and you can dress up, because I feel like there's so many parties or things you go to, and it might be cocktail attire, but I feel that people don't take it to the nines, as they say.
Yeah, no, my grandparents every year have a party where they do like the Kentucky Derby party, and everyone wears just the enormous hats, and I'm like, that is what I want to be in my life.
That's what we need to do.
Kentucky Derby. Oh my gosh, you guys, this show is just going to blow up. We have so many great plans. But during Mardi Gras season, I think we should learn what the actual background of the king cake is. Get some king cake. We'll tell you all about it. Have some king cake too.
Like I said, I don't know if it's true or not, but someone said, oh yeah, if you get the cake, that means you're going to have a baby. But I know that there is a story. We will find out.
Then I'm going to let you have that piece of cake. I've got a lot of kids. We're good.
I just got off the hump of all that potty training and all that. Oh gosh.
You just get to a place where you're like, no, thank you. I love my kids. Love my kids.
Of course.
But no, thank you.
No, I could. Oh man, I love them when they're a baby, and I don't mind changing the diapers. I think it's just that like 2, 3 area where they said, oh, it's a terrible 2s, and I was like, okay, I just got 1 more year and she'll just be terrible. And then she turned 3, and I was like, okay, terrible 3s. And then she turned 4, and I was like, okay, when does this terrible age stop?
You guys lied to me. I know.
And then it's, I have a wonderful child, but yeah, it definitely does get a little rough.
Honestly, the toddlers.
Just getting into everything, the slime.
Oh, I tell you, it's rough.
The accidents, letting the dog out without a leash.
It's never ending. Again, love the kids.
Of course.
But
it's all experiences, they say, memories.
Well, definitely stay with us. We do have a lot more show. Next up, we're actually going to talk to wow, words today.
Lisa Green.
Meteorologist.
Meteorologist.
Wow, couldn't come up with that one. Meteorologist
Yeah, no.
Lisa Green. She's going to come up to tell us what we're against. But we have a lot of really good kind of getting to know you, but also chit-chat activities.
Okay.
So
I
stay with
want
us.
to get to
Share
know
your
you
opinion
too.
on Facebook. Oh, we can do that, yeah.
Yeah, we need to get to know you
Heck
too,
yeah,
not
get to
just
know
me. We already heard, mine was yesterday. It's all about you today.
We'll get to some more kind of fun talking back and forth things. And again, we're going to put all these episodes on Facebook. So please comment if you agree, disagree, if you're like pro baby cake, anti baby cake, whatever it's going to be. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this break.